Tobacco is a deadly business. Cigarettes kill half of those who smoke. But this is not a story of an industry in decline. The tobacco industry is thriving. It took some big legal blows late in the last century, facing tougher and tougher regulations. And experts say smoking rates in America could drop as low as 5% by 2050. Even Philip Morris, owner of brands including Marlboro, claims to be preparing for a smoke-free future, moving into vaping instead. So why then are cigarette sales still rising? Part of the answer is world population growth, even if the percentage of Americans and Brits who smoke is falling. Take British American Tobacco. Profits rose last year by £100 million to £4.6 billion. And BAT is expected soon to pay $50 billion to buy the rest of US tobacco giant Reynolds American. That's a lot to pay if US tobacco sales really are set to fall off a cliff. And then there's the industry's dirty secret, the hope of a sales boom in the developing world. China is a huge growth area, but the tobacco industry is state-controlled and it's hard for foreign firms to get a toehold. Smoking rates in Indonesia are projected to increase from 73 million to 97 million by 2025. That's a lot of customers. Africa, with its growing young population and rising prosperity, is even more appealing. There are now an estimated 77 million smokers in Africa, and those numbers are predicted to soar. But African governments are not standing by. Many are bringing in regulations like those that have saved millions of lives in the West. BAT and other multinational tobacco firms don't seem to like that, and they're fighting in the courts. In a document seen by The Guardian, lawyers for BAT's Kenyan subsidiary demanded the country's High Court quash in its entirety a package of anti-smoking regulations. The case is now with the Supreme Court. The Guardian has also seen letters, including 3 by BAT, sent to 7 African governments, accusing them of breaching their own laws and international trade agreements and warning of damage to the economy. Professor Peter Odhiambo, head of the Tobacco Control Board in Kenya, said BAT has done as much as they can to block us. BAT's chairman Richard Burrows said in March that the industry should be regulated, but we want to see that regulation is serving the correct interests of the health mission and human mission which should lie behind it. So, from time to time it's necessary for us to take legal action to challenge new regulation. Campaigners say the case due to be heard in Kenya's Supreme Court in the coming weeks is critical. If the government loses, other countries may not have the appetite for the long and expensive fight against the wealthy tobacco industry.